Yeah, obviously feeling better and better every day. And it was nice to get into practice today, but we'll just see how tomorrow goes, and we'll make the call for Thursday.
Oh, and I think we remember talking to Nolan Patrick, who had a tinted visor as well when he went through some of the things he went through. Is there any adjustments to that? I think he said there was, but
Yeah, I think you see guys that are wearing the black smoke ones, and the one I had on today was just to take some of the glare off the lighting. I've been wearing it last week in a bit, but it's another thing we'll have to see what happens with it on Thursday.
yeah.
Well, Lawton talked about, obviously, some of the young guys will have to step up with how many injuries you guys have had. Obviously, it might take you a little bit more time to get into the swing of things again, but how much does that help your confidence in that way when you know you're going to be relied upon and have those opportunities?
Yeah, obviously it helps a lot. And obviously today working on a line with him, it helps to have a guy like that pushing you along. And there's a lot of young guys and a lot of opportunities. So obviously every game and every shift's a chance to grab that.
Now that you're healthy, was it a concussion, and have you had any concussions in the past?
Without saying too much, yeah, I have had a couple in the past. So,
how frustrating was it? This is you're coming in trying to establish yourself as a full-time NHLer in front of a new coach, and then first game of the year you have that happen, and it's the kind of injury where it's one you just sort of have to be patient with. You can't just kind of push your way back.
Yeah, obviously it sucks. I was, like I said, just going from getting into the swing of things and playing in preseason and kind of building my game and getting back to where I wanted to be, and then in the first period going down with that, you never want to be injured to begin with, and to have to watch your team from the stands. So obviously excited to get back whenever that is, and like I said, just work away here with the guys.
How big was it for you to be able to go on that trip, and what were some of the things that you could do to try to still feel like you're involved or helping your game despite not being able to play?
Yeah, I think every time you get a chance to go on the road, it's a chance to kind of build chemistry and build friendships with guys around you. Especially being the first road trip, I'm glad I could go on, and I was skating the whole time, whether it was after the team or in a morning skate or whatever it was. But I think it was just important to kind of keep my legs going and just be around the team.
I'm sure you weren't in the game, or you weren't in the game the other night, but I'm sure you saw that the two of the top players didn't play in that third period. The message that was sent was about accountability. Do you get a sense that the message is getting across to the team?
Yeah, he's said it since day one. Obviously he's the one that's leading this team, and it doesn't matter who you are. It's going to happen. He made that clear since day one. So.
As frustrating as it is to watch up tops, and the guys have said that's also like a great view to kind of see what's going on. What were some of the things that you learned from being able to watch from that vantage point?
Yeah, I think sometimes you have an idea and the systems that are in place, but sometimes it's nice to kind of whether it's watch the guy that's in your position or just watch the overall game. You can always learn from watching, whether it's your own team or another team. So there's benefits to watching, but obviously nobody wants to do it.
Was there any extra benefit, the fact that obviously you guys are implementing tweaks to the system with John Tortorella, or is it better for you just to be out there doing it?
Yeah, I think reps is the best way to get better at something, and I'll say it over and over again. You never want to be watching the game, and I think anytime you can kind of be in the game and playing, you're going to learn, and it's just one of those things that it sucks to be sidelined at any time.
John Tortorella mentioned that you still need to clear protocols. What are the next steps for you as you look to get cleared and make your way back?
Yeah, it's just testing and making sure I'm fully back. It's not something you want to rush, and it never ends well if you do. So I think it's just a slow process from here, but feeling better every day.
The yellow jersey on for the second half of practice, was that purely just kind of a non-contact situation?
Yeah, that's all it was. It's just the first bit of practice was just flow, and once we got into kind of more volume and contact, that's when I threw it on.
I suppose the other night was your first time back in Florida since the trade. Even though you weren't playing, what were kind of like the emotions that you experienced going back to that building?
Yeah, a lot of emotions. Obviously you spend a couple of years there, and you have buddies on the other team, but anytime you go into another building that you're familiar with, it brings back memories. So it was special, but wish I was playing.